it just a bit. You're still in the time for this.
Left all alone, but I can hear the sounds of rescue machinery coming towards me as I speak. Close personal friend died in the scan. Chat with him. That'll be fun. It's exciting.
Broadcasting live, it is time for the show, and here's your host with the most. It is Dr. Fox.
Thank you very much, Flux Rutenberg. Welcome, everybody, to Time for the Show, your weekly Hypercube Subgenius Radio Ministry update, brought to you by Hypercube Labs. Find out more at hypercubego.com. Well, that's it for the show, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I'm just joking, because you know everybody's just jumping at the bit to get their greasy mitt right up into the zone, and that zone is the Hypercom. You can get there by going to timefortheshow.com. Click the Discord button. Joining me via satellite Hypercom uplink root canal. Here he is. It's Reverend Peas. How you doing this week, Peas?
I'm doing good, but since we did sound check, I totally moved my microphone to a different location and
In a
changed
darker
the angle.
spot of the room.
I'm sorry, what?
Is it
I can't
good?
hear you.
Oh, damn it. How about now? Can you hear me now? Is that better? Is
Yeah,
that the
there
way
we
to
go.
do radio? Is
What
this
did
the
you-
proper way? All right.
Yeah, on air
Well, I did-
is the best way to do it. We've discussed this.
I wanted to.
It's our patented process. As my close and personal friend and member of the Church of the Subgenius, Reverend Ivan Stang, once said, at least, the sound check is the best part of the show.
I mean,
Or maybe it was just the
Yeah,
sound
well-
check is part of the show. I forget what he says. I wasn't really.
don't think.
I was texting my good friend Ivan Stang in the period of darkness before the show came on, and I'm eagerly awaiting his response because, of course, being the Peas, he'll respond to me almost immediately, even though it's been quite a few minutes actually since I've texted him. But we'll check in on throughout the show and see how long it takes Stang to return Peas' text.
Yeah, place
and
your
that'll
bets in the
be
chat now.
it'll be a good thing to know. There you go. So, hey, what about this? Do you guys have any Cube news?
I don't know. I guess we can check and see if it's my favorite part of the show yet. Yeah, we got some Cube news this week. That wasn't the Cube news sound, was it?
It is now.
It is now.
It's rolling, baby.
We're working on it. Well, tonight's a very special episode of Time for the Show. We've got some news here, but we've also got a new segment that we're going to introduce here, and I think Cube news is a great way to do that. But the first thing, you know what? Let's do the new stuff first. Let's do the new stuff first, everybody. This is what we're gonna do. So this is my
Fine.
newest favorite part of the show.
Ooh, what
got the other. So,
do you
tonight,
got there?
We have a new sequence on the show called Name That Drink. And so the cocktail professionals here at Hypercube, our master mixologists,
Oh, that's a yoo-hoo.
have come through. Yeah, this is so we're going to do tonight is we're going to make a drink, and the chat. I want you guys to come up with names for this drink. Now, we've come up with a few of them, and I'm sure we'll come up with a couple through the show. But this is how we're going to start the show off every week now. So this week, our main ingredient is going to be a little yoo-hoo. We're going to do just about 1 part yoo-hoo.
I want to name this drink "Shit in Your Pants."
All right, and then we're going to add a little Maker's Mark bourbon to that.
Yeah.
A yoo-hoo is a delightful
There you go.
chocolatey drink.
There we go.
Don't sully it like that.
Is it on the rocks? Is this on the rocks or just straight up right now?
This is neat.
Oh.
I wouldn't want to water it down. I'm sure the whey in the Yoo-Hoo will mix quite well with the bourbon.
With the bourbon, yep. This is gonna be. We're calling this one "Shit in Your Pants."
Give it a good glug. Oh,
Now, just for past reference, did you not one time have a glass of champagne, get a headache, and vomit, and have to cease doing the show? Do
No,
you
but
think that
I
mixing
did
way?
smoke cigarettes.
I remember.
You think drinking
then
whey
I
with
passed
bourbon-
out during the show back in the Fidion days, and
I think
that was from
everything I've said.
overdosing on church air.
I think that everything I've said and that you said
That was delightful.
is
I'm going to
actually
have
true.
another one of these.
Oh, this is. Listen, kids, if you had a dentist appointment or something that you put off to go to the show tonight, I think that you're probably safe to call them back up and say, yes, I'm ready to do whatever it is you wanted to do. I know I said I was going to stay home and watch show, but now I see we are 9 minutes into show,
Do you wanna
and
try
Dr.
that?
Fox is taking
Yeah,
his
let me-
second shot.
Pass this around the studio there.
His second shot of chocolate flavored whey and bourbon.
See,
No
my,
good will come from this.
My,
I'm just
no
putting
good
this
will
back
come
in.
from-
I want to get this cold. This is
Flux
like almost
Rutenberg.
room temperature.
Flux
Room temperature
Rutenberg,
Yoo-Hoo.
just say no. Flux Rutenberg, what are you doing? You need to be sane. You can be the only one that's not under the
I
influence
almost
of
could
the
not
whey and
find
bourbon.
that Yoo-Hoo. I want you to know I asked by name for it and
Well-
had a gentleman lead me to where it was.
That's the only chocolatey whey drink that you could use in such a drink that I personally like to call the
It has no
Red Bull.
competitors.
Even
Name
though it's
Okay,
Well,
now
you know,
that
one
I
other
like better.
chocolate whey.
It's absolutely the opposite of. Man, I'm already kind of craving it.
yeah,
It's an on back. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
it's a good one. It's a little too strong for my taste.
Yeah,
but
well, that's it. You know. Do we have a square? Do we have an?
What
ice
if you
cube
carbonated
dunking
it?
this guy?
Yeah, we got some
Uh,
square cubes.
What
you
if
want me
you
to get it?
added carbonated water or ginger ale to it? Gingered
No.
ale into
Ginger-
that would be
ginger ale
delicious.
and
With
chocolate.
bourbon?
With
well,
bourbon.
ginger ale and bourbon's not
With-
bad.
Well, here,
Bourbon,
all
sure.
all you have to do is mix the drink in front of the audience, and they'll help you come up with a name for it. But you have to make your own drink. And so we're gonna try and craft a hyper cocktail every once in a while on the show. Dr. Fox is not a big drinker, and he does have things he's got to do tomorrow. So
Down the
Such
hatch.
a-
such as my favorite part of the show, Cube News.
That, no.
Here we go. Yeah,
Cards.
these guys right here. So, friend of the show, Joshua Rogers from Illuminated Paths.
Oh, good guy. Awesome, dude.
Yeah, you know, he was really grateful for those soap I sent him. And, you know, thank you, Triology Soaps, for sponsoring that. We actually, now, if you are
I
a regular
put that in motion,
listener
just
to
so-
Time for the Show, you know already that we have quite the legacy behind us. And, you know, we're quite proud of that. And last year, I created the 45-minute cut of the best of Time for the Show. And
Oh, yeah, that was good.
we've stripped out all the music remixes and that stuff about peas. And we've actually got these guys out. This
Oh,
is
that's-
a copy of Time for the Show on an album known as Feast of the End Times, and it is on this classy red cassette tape. So you can actually, if you're one of those analog heads out there, and you'd like to get your copy of the best of Time for the Show on solid plastic, you can get those from
I'd like to point out, though,
.bandcamp.com, and I've got a stack of them right here.
analog head is the only kind of head you really want. Digital head is like zeros and one. Analog head is much better head.
It's a big zero.
You just like, yeah.
But yeah, these are a stack that Joshua gave to me.
Am I getting one?
Well, you're gonna get one to autograph, and that's what we were gonna do at X Day. Is I was going to have these 5 are gonna be autographed by me, and that should be enough right there. Big round of applause button. That's you're welcome. But I also thought it would be cute
But yeah,
if Fid Chuli and Reverend P signed their copies too. And so if they don't sell at X Day, which they will, these will sell at X Day. Then I'll put them on Pack Slack. I'd like to thank everybody for putting in their Pack Slack orders. That is a nightmare for me. As a subgenius, I'll be the first to admit I have no idea what the hell I am doing, and yet we're still getting orders in. So thank you everybody for visiting Pack Slack. We'll get the shout out to them and the soaps later in the day. What else did we have? X Day is less than, well, the last time I checked was less than 65 days. How many days do we have until day 1, July 2nd? Can somebody do math? Somebody do math.
Let's just say
how many days until July 2nd? Who can do it? Pease is a super subgenius with CIA human calculator training.
Yeah, what's
You can tell by the way
63
that he lurks
days.
in the shadows.
63
That he's able to
days.
sit
62
somehow in like the inverse of like a
63
holy
days.
portrait. He's got the halo around him. You can see everything around Pease, but you can't see Pease except for his murky shadow over
I
the
can
microphone.
see me. I can
You
see
look like
me.
at any point you look like you're ready to come out of the shadows to attack the innocent, i.e. me, i.e. the viewer, i.e. what's IE stand for?
in English.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Press 2
yeah,
for
yeah.
that piece
Yeah, there we go.
in your dark room.
in
your
etc.
amazingly dark room.
I was going to comment, but
But I'm pretty sure we're
yeah.
60 days away from X Day. And by the time anybody calculates anything, let's just say 60 days.
well, P said 62.
62
Yeah,
until
62.
July 2nd, is that true? Do math and prove P's wrong, and you win a point.
64.
64 days
64.
until July 2nd.
Yes.
IE stands for in est, which means that is. It does not stand for in English.
You got to move.
And I just wanted to make that correction on the show
There you go.
You're actually
because
gonna
we can't
chew
have the
up-
children.
You're gonna chew up valuable show
We
time.
can't have the children.
Explain
Can't have the
something.
children. You can't
Are
have
you
the children
serious?
thinking IE means in English.
What
You
did you
can't
say
have the
about the
children
Jews?
thinking that.
What did you say about the Jews
can't
can't
have
speak
the-
English?
I said you can't have the children thinking that it means that. We can't have people leaving the show thinking that IE means in English
Well,
when it
what
most
does it
certainly
mean?
does not.
If it's
I just
not in
explained
English.
it to you. It means in es.
No,
Well,
we,
explain-
he
explain
already did. He already,
Incest?
Ed
No,
S.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
it comes down to. I know you're out there in Mormon country, Peas.
No, you know what? I will not stand by as we further go round this road
by as
to
he sits in the
decivilization.
dark.
You know, somebody should write songs about how society is decivilizing itself, and we're becoming less civil than
Yeah, this is a
we used to always be getting more civil, but now we're getting decivilized. I'm going to make a band, and I'm going to call it Decivilization.
And then you can come out with a new one every 6 years and still charge AAA rates.
I'm going to make one guy look like Paul McCartney just for grins.
Ringo's dead. That's the secret message in the game.
Well, Paul is dead.
Ringo
Get your
is dead.
decoder right.
I
That's
gotta
why
start
he's
paying.
not Mr. Conductor anymore. Peace, who's your preferred Mr. Conductor? I know you are a television aficionado and you are a huge fan of the Buttles. So
I think that George Carlin was the best Mr. Conductor, to be honest with you.
what about Liz Cheney?
Liz Cheney, while it's true, a lot of Thomas the Train Engine aficionados are not aware that Liz Cheney had a brief half show run as the conductor, but due to some legal issues with her father shooting somebody, she had to leave and represent him in an NRA court of law. So it's kind of a lost episode, and I probably would find a small group of people that think that yes, she's a contender for best conductor, but she doesn't fall into my my wheelhouse as being so.
It's
no,
a roundhouse. It's not a wheelhouse. It's a roundhouse. They're choo-choo trains, peas.
None of my houses.
You know why I don't like Ringo Starr as Mr. Conductor?
Good fucking catch. No, dude, I just gotta stop for a minute because that is a totally accurate railroad catch, man. I was totally off base. You're absolutely right.
I'll drink to that.
My hat goes off to you. Put me in my place with.
Don't put a hat on. We already can't see you. Or I don't know. Maybe put a hat on.
Okay.
Do you know what I didn't like about Ringo Starr being Mr. Conductor? He'd always derail the show.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what we got. Flux Rutenberg on the stick, ladies and gentlemen.
With talk of his octopus's garden
Hey.
and his decivilization.
I'm not a James Bond fan. I never got into that stuff. No.
You must whip it.
Were you more of an Austin Powers guy?
Whip it well.
Which would I rather watch, Austin Powers or James Bond?
Oh, James Bond all the way.
No, for me, that's a hard call. Because,
Which one? Which James? Which James Bond? Which James Bond?
Sean
He makes a
Connery.
difference.
Easy.
Lord, I am sorry.
Makes a difference.
Sean Connery, true and through. Although I would tell you,
which James Bond?
who's
Sean Connery, because he left all the dames with a nice firm handshake on
No,
the way out.
Roger
you know what I'm
Moore.
saying?
Roger Moore. Roger Moore was the best James Bond. Roger Moore was the best James
Who was
Bond.
the most recent one again that they had?
Timothy Dalton.
David Johnston.
The Rock.
Thor
I think The Rock is 007
Magnus
right
von
now.
Magnuson.
You know who
It's
I
The
think
Rock.
would make a really good James Bond?
The Rock was an excellent James
Chevy
Bond.
Chase.
Jason
Chevy
Statham.
Chase would be.
Woody Allen.
Oh. Well, he has.
Oh, wait,
the
hold on, wait.
Wait a minute. He actually was James Bond.
You are absolutely correct. Woody Allen was James
Yes,
Bond
sir.
in a make of Casino Royale.
Correct.
The only problem is because he was in a casino, they wouldn't let him bring a teenage girl in with him.
Thank God for that.
I can't
warning
make
at the
any
beginning
Woody
of the
Allen
show.
joke that can top that stupid Family Guy bit. Like, I'm more embarrassed than when Chun-Li fell out of my pants. I'll just call her Chumley. She's my favorite Woody Allen daughter wife. What's your favorite Woody Allen movie, Peas?
So, there was a period of time.
The correct answer is Debbie Does Dallas, and we're going to move on to the next bit. It's time for my favorite part of the show!
Oh, no, wait.
It's the Pizzo Box, where we're going to read your actual love letters to Time for the Show. You know, the letters that you write and send to email at timefortheshow.com. Or go to timefortheshow.com and click contact. You can send an email that way. You don't even have to give us your email address. You can send us an email for free. Lucky so-and-so. Are you ready to help the children, Peas?
I am.
Do you think you're going to be up for this for X Day? Are you going to be able to take my abuse in person?
Well, I think that our
tried to
long-lasting
abuse you once.
friendship.
I told Peas, I'm in a bad space. I can't find any of my friends, and I'm tripping balls, and I'm scared my friends are dead. And Peas
So
says,
I went to go look for him.
yeah, no, you went to the store to buy smokes. The friend part
I went to
came
go
in
look
where
for
you-
your friends. I went to go look for your friends, dude. I tried to help you.
he found a pack of cigarettes at a gas station.
At the gas station.
Well, his friends weren't. It's not my. Weren't there. It was the first place I looked. Once I had some smokes, I looked other places, and then I found some of his friends, and we all hooked up. We had a good time together.
At the gas
We
station.
know you hooked up. Dear show, why do my AirPods fit so comfortably in my rectum? And that's from Brian Denahue of Crankshaft, Iowa.
That's how you're supposed to wear them.
Yeah, the reverberations inside of your rectum will give you a truer, cleaner sound than any other experience
Tim
available
Cooks
today.
is not happy until you've taken every Apple product you own and at least tried to anally insert it.
I mean, have you ever tried to listen to music with your ass?
Why do you think
Incredible
those
today.
corners
It's
are
the
around?
Oh, yeah.
Drink wine.
In the butt.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Butt chug your music, kids.
You gotta.
How about this? What if you boofed some Yoo-hoo and bourbon?
Like a boof, like a bush doof.
Like you boofed it.
Yeah, you're boofing it. You ever boof it?
You're boofing it. You know what boofing it is? You boofed it, dude.
I feel like I've boofed it in private. You know, that's not something that I would really share.
Don't do it on the radio. Don't do it on the radio.
Do it on the
I would
radio.
do it on Pornhub Premium.
Well, that's how you get the money. Speaking of money,
What do you think we
it's my
get
favorite
for that?
time for the show. My favorite part of the show, right?
Which favorite? My favorite part of the show is the part where we make money.
Yeah,
We haven't gotten
Smoke
that far
break.
yet. No, not
Smoke
yet,
break.
bees. We still got more mail. It's on the card. Dear show, can I just leave my dentures in the shrimp tank overnight? And that's from Betty Joan Crabneck of Fist Me, Wyoming. What do you say, Peas? You're a professional.
Didn't hear any of it.
You didn't hear any of
Didn't
it
hear.
because you were
I didn't
busy
hear any of
talking
the-
over
of the
it.
letter.
You weren't letting me finish. You're
No.
so anxious to do the show tonight.
No,
It said,
I
"Dear
was trying to
show."
listen.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
It says,
listening.
"Dear show, are you?
I don't
Are you
know what
still
the
there?
letter says.
What does what say? Are you there? Can you hear me or not?
Letter. I
he's
can
looking a
hear
little
you,
frozen.
but then it cuts out,
Okay.
so I don't hear the letter.
Well, the audience at home, they can hear me. Why can't you hear me? Why is the audience able to have a better time? But trust me, the audience is having a better time.
Yeah.
They can hear me perfectly, but you can't. Why is that? And that's from Jimmy Ballsack of
Probably because of fucking Discord, man. Don't be jumping all over Peas' ass. It's got nothing to do with fucking Peas or what you're seeing. It's just Discord. Can't hear the damn letter. But here's what I think. I think you ought to just fix your shit, letter writer, and not worry so much about what the Peas or the show thinks.
Dear
With
show,
this damn letter that
Dear
means
show,
time out of
please,
your
I'm
day
trying to
to
read you the
think
letter.
about shit.
Do you not want me to read you the letter?
Okay.
Dear show, are you ready? Can you hear me now?
I'm listening.
Okay, here it
I'm
comes.
listening.
Dear show, comma,
Are you reading it now?
out loud. Are you prepared?
Yeah, you're reading it now, right?
Here it goes.
It's not now.
Because I
You're
feel
reading
like
it.
this is a letter that
Okay.
you can help us with. I feel like you love espousing
You stopped
your
reading it. I thought you were reading it. Now
I'm
you stopped.
emphasizing how
Correct.
important this letter is, not just to me, not
But to
just
maybe
the
other people.
show, not even to
To
the
humanity.
person that wrote it, but to you, Peas. This is
Okay.
for you.
All right, let's hear
The
it.
love you have in your heart for children that you haven't poisoned.
It's so few in
They
number.
will benefit from this.
What is that? 6 kids?
Dear show,
You're reading the letter now.
this is the letter.
Okay.
Can I just leave my dentures in the shrimp tank overnight?
And who sent that one?
That's from Betty Joan Crabneck of Fistme, Wyoming.
Lovely place. Well, Pease.
Dr. Fox is drinking. This is what you get.
Yoo-hoo and bourbon.
This is what
I
you
told
want.
everybody at the beginning of the show.
And we're going to look at the chat
this is
during
what
the
would
break.
happen.
We're going to look at the chat during the break, so make sure to get your drink names in. Because Pease is going to drink one next week.
No, I'll be fine.
Well, I'd say dentures.
Do you know what I didn't do, Pease? I didn't shake the yoo-hoo. As should be easily known by anybody with a functioning brain cell.
You're just
Before I started
You're just
drinking
getting water.
tonight, I was already fucking up. I didn't
Yep, because-
shake the yoo-hoo. Did anybody in the chat not point that out?
No, nobody
Remember
pointed
we-
out that you did not
Nobody-
shake the yoo-hoo.
I am
there
disgusted.
there used to be a version of Yoo-hoo that
If I
was
look
slightly
over here, I can see
carbonated.
myself looking
Did you
down
ever
at my
did you
phone.
ever have that?
Which one?
Did you ever have that kind? There used to be back in the day a lightly carbonated version of Yoo-hoo.
Carbonated yoo-hoo?
Yeah,
That sounds
that's the edge. It's a street
Baijiu.
beverage, dude.
Now,
It's a
I've
prison
seen-
beverage.
I've seen. Well, that's Jankum. Carbonated yoo-hoo in
No,
prison. It's Jankum.
No, dude.
What is
You
the
just
word?
don't- you haven't
Tell
lived
by
the-
the
So you had some carbonated Yoo-hoo? Maybe you got a soda slipstream? One of them soda slipstream machines? You carbonate the
I
Yoo-hoo?
would totally do that. Everything is
delicious.
better carbonated. Fit Julie suggested that we do that at X Day, and that we get a soda stream and we carbonate our piss.
Carbonate anything
Little mint
besides
in there.
just plain water, and then it will pretty much explode. Like if you try to carbonate orange juice or milk or anything, it just blows the fuck up.
Wine. I have seen that. I've seen a video of some people putting some wine in a soda stream. And
Yeah,
that was
and
that
it
was
just
festive.
blows up, man.
So we totally
Did it
need
blow
that
up?
at X Day. You know what else we need at X Day? We need a big ass microwave. We need a we need a turbo chef. No, we don't, because that uses like a big heating element, right? You're a chef.
Maybe we can get one from
How
the
does a turbo
Cubans.
chef
Maybe
work?
we
It's
can
not
get
it
one
doesn't
from
use
Cuba.
microwaves, does it?
No. It's more
It's
of
got elements, right?
Yeah, it's like a microwave.
Incandescent heat.
Yeah, it's like it because super fast heat blasting at you, but
Like
no,
Superman's infrared vision eyes.
Yeah, but nothing in like
Infrared
the
known for its high heat transfer.
his high heat penetration.
That high heat penetration.
There you go.
What kind of things do you think people are going to eat today?
Well,
Argus Fox.
we've had some. Well, first off, there is the annual long pig roast that we're still looking for volunteers for.
Delicious.
There will
Yeah.
be. There
Glenn
will
said
be.
he was going to do that.
There's gonna be hamburgers. We're gonna eat the hell out of them.
Okay,
That
that's
is
delicious.
happening.
I like
bet.
those.
Now we had a guy actually throw out saying that he was gonna do a breakfast burrito dinner.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A dinner of breakfast burritos.
Can I get a dinner burrito for breakfast the next day?
I don't know. Are you gonna cook it?
Well, I don't know. I'm just curious.
Point out to everybody.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I don't normally bring things from the private world into the show,
But
like some people. But I indicated that Dr. Fox and Dr. Cosmac would proudly be upholding the tradition of the Feast of the Hamburgers, the Hamburger Hellathon.
That's nice. I like that. It's one of my favorite parts of the X Day.
But we have other concerns. Flying saucer
Do you know-
breakfast. Who's gonna
I
make
had
the flying
never-
saucers on July 5th? And
What's a saucer?
it's about this big.
Yeah.
And so we got the breakfast. One thing that Aster Six and I were talking about was maybe on Friday night doing the poor man special, and we would feature a ramen and noodle bar on Friday night. It's super easy to cook big batches of noodles.
Yeah, Vietnamese food is a big deal down here, and it's really simple and easy to kind of
we're not even going to do the Vietnamese.
feast.
We're going to get the fat out of here. And we're talking about major, just a big pot of noodles, and then accoutrement that you can add to it. A little chopped onion.
Yeah, you kind of
pork foo.
You mix and match, throw in your own.
To the pork foo earlier today, which I will thank Guru Drew for introducing me to the pork foo. It is now a staple at Hypercube Labs commissary. The pork foo is where it's at.
It's delicious and
But
delightful.
we have to get a bunch of baby chickens to get those tiny eggs. So whoever's on chicken duty
Quail eggs.
will be appreciated. The rest of the time, this is Florida. We like to refer to it as fertile ground. I would imagine at the land of it's very fertile ground. So just feel free to grab a handful of topsoil, which down here we call sand, and just get a heaping mouthful of it. It's great. It's natural.
Cleans your
in
teeth.
Any dish that you get from Florida. Can you just leave your dentures in the shrimp tank overnight, Peas?
No.
Now, Peas, I don't want to bring stuff in from the outside because I don't bring up all of these secret details like some people.
Okay.
But not only am me taking on the burden of feeding starving subgeniuses in the sweltering heat of an Armageddon drill and feeding them hamburgers, but Peas fires over to me, I'm a classically trained French chef.
You are?
To which I said,
I am.
Escargot, no.
He got pissed off. He got a little pissed off.
Peas, I think when somebody says I'm gonna cook hamburgers at the big cookout, and then somebody says, well, hey, I don't know if you've realized this, but I'm better than you.
I didn't say it like that. That's awful.
You
You're making me seem like a dick.
That because that's just
Why'd
what
you
you
take
said.
it like that? Why did you take it like that?
What, you mean at face
We're
value?
talking about.
If I took things at face value from you, Peas, 50% of it I couldn't see.
So, I don't think if that's the way it came across, then I apologize humbly to you. However, what we were discussing at the time and the reference to why I said that, we were talking about one meal, and I was talking about, are we going to feed each other? Are we going to feed Hal and Stang? The whole burden of it doesn't have to fall on you because I'm also capable of cooking people meals. That's what I meant by it.
Cooking people.
And I
you
don't
got
know
that
why
long
you
pig.
would take it that way. I don't know why you would take it that way because I've called you up in the past to ask you for some of your recipes. It's not like I don't look to you as a peer and an equal. I was only, and I apologize if it came across like that's not what I meant.
What kind of peer
What I meant was is that I can do some of the stuff. I feel bad now. And how long has this been festering with you?
Oh, and back to the festering comments. Now, I don't want to just bring up stuff from private conversations, like some people do.
When did I do this? When did I do this?
But Reverend Peas has been accusing me
I haven't.
of making myself that I take time out of my busy day to make to perpetuate a self-image of not just loathing, but of utter distreatment and disrespect to my own body. And Reverend Pease has gone on to insinuate
do that.
that I am suffering from any of a multitude of terminal illnesses.
I did.
And that I only do time for the show to derive pity from the audience.
I
Now,
didn't say any of those
do you
things.
think that's fair? Do you think that's fair?
He's laughing.
He's laughing at it.
I don't
Which brings
think-
us to my favorite part of the show. Is it a band? We're gonna ask Aster 6 for a band name. We're gonna take a song break, and when we come back, we're gonna find out what kind of lies Pease has been telling about me, and furthermore, Aster 6, what is tonight's band name?
I got a good one tonight. I got the Thorazines.
The
Thorazines.
The Thorazines. That's well, you know what? I'll save it. I don't want to give away any hints, like some people. When we come back.
Yeah, sounds good.
For more time for the show. You're watching Time for the Show. Woo! Play the song.
Hurting my feels a little bit because I don't know what's going on. And I feel bad if I hurt your feels because I sure didn't mean to. I don't know how I did.
The song playing?
No.
I'll reach over here and crank it back. was State of Emergency. Oh yeah, gotta get that other one. There we go. Yeah, that was State of Emergency from Bob Song 6, available at subgenius.com. I was gonna do the album art for that one, but I was told it didn't make the cut. So, oh well, boo-hoo for me. You got that soap bar over there?
Over
right
here?
in front of you, Flux Rutenberg? Should be right there underneath the monitors there.
Somewhere
The visual
around here.
monitors. Top shelf.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. Yeah, there we go. So right there, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but these are absolutely incredible. These are the Raised Dobbs Head soaps. These are the new soaps from Triology Soaps, which you can only get at packslack.com. And they come in a variety of colors and scents. And Ferg will get them to you as soon as he gets back from whatever place he's off being a mercenary in. So when our
Pack Slack, not Slack Pack, right?
.com and
Slack Pack, Slack Pack, something totally different.
Now, they're no less than what? I'd say this weighs about 5 ounces.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it does. It weighs closer to
4
5.
plus.
We list them as like 4.5 ounce bars, but even Ferg has told me sometimes I put a little extra in there to really give them their money's worth. Let me tell you something about Ferg. He is a nice guy. He's a good businessman until it comes to you, and then he's the best businessman. So get more soap for your buck. And get it made by actual Yetis, not from some fake Sasquatch who calls himself a doctor and we guarantee you hasn't paid his $35. Head on over to packslack.com and pick up Triology soaps today. Also, don't forget to grab your official Hypercube merchandise. We have stuff that's available only on packslack.com, like the new keychains, the holographic decals. And then if you go to hypercubego.com, you can get your membership kit and actually get access to exclusive merchandise only available to members of Hypercubism. And that's at hypercubego.com. Before we left, the band this week was the Thorazines.
Yes.
Yes,
the Thorazines. The.
Not.
Pease, do you have any? I know we're big on not thinking here. So, what do you feel about the Thorazines?
What?
It's a band.
It's a band? No witty pun there? No.
No, he's doing his dark, mysterious.
Okay. He's doing his
no.
Ed Gein impression.
I'm fine.
You're all right?
I'll be okay. I'm sure it's not.
No.
Flux Rutenberg, the Thorazines.
I guess I gotta make up for all that. So I'm gonna go. No, it's not a band. It sounds too druggy for me. It's not a band.
Well, I'm going to say it is a band, and that is because it is actually
You guys
the
are probably
audio
right.
newsletter for Thorax Magazine.
Well,
Thorazine.
Well, what about Lay Lithiums? No, that's next week. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to put it on the list. And if you have an idea for a band name, send it to email at
Good one.
timefortheshow.com. So the Thorazines, Aster 6, what do we
Good
what got?
Flux Rutenberg.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Pete.
Funny that.
All right, final say. So, so the Thorazines is a band.
Wow. What a surprise. It's crazy.
Which means it's time for my favorite part of the show.
Oh, awesome.
So, Pease, what have I done to tread on you this week?
No, we're fine. Let's just do the show. It's our
the-
favorite time of the show.
Yeah,
Let's
I know.
do it.
It's your favorite part of the show, Pease. It's the bone
Yeah.
to pick segment, where
Yeah.
everybody gets a chance to tell
I feel
the
like
other
you-
members of the show
Yeah.
what is rubbing them the wrong way. So tell me, Peas, how can I rub you the right way?
I feel like you got this one covered. I feel like you got like several bones tonight that have been unpicked for so long that you wanted to pick them tonight. So let's just pick them. What a terrible bastard Peas is.
I mean, if you insist.
Let's
You're not that
come on,
terrible.
bring it on.
I mean, it's like a spectrum, right? This being, you know, genocidal maniac, and then the other side is, all right, high school bully. You're like right here, so you're not that terrible.
Yeah.
You're just.
That feel a lot better, thanks.
Well,
Thanks, Flux Rutenberg. That makes me feel a lot better. I'm really glad I have you as a friend.
Well, do you have any bones to pick with I?
No, I think you're doing swell. I think you've really added a great dimension and element to the show, and it really wasn't the show it is today without you, and I don't know how the show would be if you weren't here.
Stop with that.
Sure am glad you're part of the show now,
Yeah.
Flux Rutenberg.
Well, thanks.
Peas, am I going to get another 2 a.m. resignation from you? Are you going to quit the show after this one?
I'll be okay. I just don't know. I don't know what possibly I could have possibly done. But, I'm sure it was something.
Why do you, because it sounds like you're thinking, Peas. Why do you think you have done something?
Well, now I'm struggling to go like, okay, this could be like some really funny, witty stuff that's just like over my head and I don't get it. So I don't want to ruin it if that's the bet because,
it's your
that
bit.
would be shitty of me.
Bit.
I don't think that. No, this bit perhaps I did, but the previous part of the show I did not come up with. That seemed to generate some kind of evilness and maliciousness of its own. But regardless of that,
wait. The show did the show generate evil and maliciousness?
I feel like you're mad at me for something. Like I betrayed some kind of trust with you. You alluded in your words and statements on the radio show that I may have betrayed some kind of trust with you, and that bothers me because I'm struggling very hard to find any way or shape or form that I have betrayed a trust in you. With you, and I can't come up with it, and so that bothers me a little bit that you might be upset with me for something that I have no idea what the fuck I did.
Peas, I could never
except for that French chef thing, and I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that
back into it.
I mean it in a hurtful way, and I feel bad that you took it that way.
You feel
but you're the
bad
better
that
hamburger
I took
cooker.
It that way.
Make hamburger the right way.
I don't know. That sounded a little selfish.
That's a little bit of a.
I thought I was.
You know what? I
thought I needed to say that to you. Here's the truth. I needed to say that to you so that you would treat me as an equal gastronomically. I felt if I didn't say that, you would look down on me because you're such an accomplished artist, and so I felt I had to throw.
Peas, I feel like there's a great job for you down at the
line a little bit. I'm not like a French chef trained, being like a French Canadian chef. I'm French Canadian chef trained, okay? But still, French is in the word. But I said that only to get myself up to the level gastronomically that is Argus Fox. And that you took umbrage to that was the total inverse of my intention, which was only to say, I'm a good cook too. I'm almost as good as you, Argus Fox, because I've been French Canadian trained.
What do they call?
And for you to take it like I was trying to show you up, it hurts my feelings because I thought we were pals, and I thought you would know that about me. And I got some hurt feels, and I'm a little scary and nervous about my position on the show and everything now because of it.
What do they call Canadian bacon in France?
Ham.
Now, Peas, I don't know if you heard, but you said that that's what you were led to think, and that was your first mistake.
That's
So
my
I
I know better than to do that.
I am comfortable telling you that this state of mind is entirely your fault. That sounds fair.
That sounds about right.
Sounds fair.
That sounds about right.
Even though it's
That
my
makes
fault
sense to me.
for misinterpreting what you said to me. Admittedly. Would that make you feel better if I just take the blame?
The Discord cut out the last part you said. I didn't hear it.
What do they call Canadian bacon in France?
Damn.
I'm having a good show. I definitely need more of these. Can we go?
It's
make
the
sure,
way.
Please go through the chats.
Oh yeah.
It's
And
the
make
way.
Sure that we have, I
The
feel like I'm gonna have to
ways
get
made
one
this
more
show
in.
much better. We should have every show should have a way.
Peace, you were trained by the CIA. You can't see through my deception. Who do you think has a better?
Because I was just saying that to like try and match your level of culinary prowess. I was like, fuck, Fox has made hamburgers with donuts. That's what I'm thinking to myself when I'm like, well, I gotta come up with something.
Well,
So I'm like, I'm French Canadian trained, at Tim Hortons. So I know how to do stuff too.
I'm gonna vomit in a minute.
Are you still throwing that shit back? You are gonna vomit, dude.
It's fantastic.
I'm sure it is, but
I threw out
So
the
one
idea
night-
earlier tonight, and everybody said, "Fuck yeah, we're totally throwing back yoo-hoos and bourbon tonight." That's why.
so I used to drink
that's why
these
it's
things
like-
called butterballs. I used to drink these things called butterballs, which was butterscotch schnapps
chasing it with
and
red.
Bailey.
Oh my god.
And they're so good, you drink a whole bunch of them, you get real sick and throw up, and then you'll never drink them again. So just be careful, my friends.
Yeah, don't.
I'm
mix
a
dairy
pretty good
and
bartender
alcohol.
in a speakeasy, and
Well,
actually
well,
the
okay
drink you're
then. If
making
you're,
is
if you're such a great bartender, do you want to run the Bloody Mary bar at?
Oh, it's not a real.
X-Day?
That's fake for tonight. I did it
that is a
to-
tradition.
to be fun.
The Bloody Mary bar.
Wait, there's going to be a bloody.
Oh,
Mary
that's
bar?
right. But Mr. Sister usually does that.
Exactly.
That needs a sponsor.
That's
Who can be the sponsor of it? Who wants to sponsor the Bloody Mary bar, the Bloody Mary breakfast bar?
Seeing that it's a breakfast that is entirely made of alcohol, I imagine Fid Chuli would throw down on that.
Well, eggs. Maybe we could throw down a dozen scrambled eggs with it too. You could have a fucking Bloody Mary and some eggs.
You just really want to cook breakfast, don't you? Do you want to make the breakfast
No,
burrito dinner?
And chef, and I can cook too. No, I do not.
What do you want to cook at X Day? Name me 2 dishes that you want to cook at X Day. Entrees.
I would
Gherkin
make.
salad doesn't
I think
count.
beef. I think I can make a really good beef stroganoff that would go a long way. That'd be pretty awesome. And I guess for the next, because I'm thinking community meals. The other thing I think is a really good thing to do in an event like this is a big spaghetti dinner. And both of those are pretty straightforward and low budget things, but they're filling and they keep the people happy. So I'd be willing to do either one of those. Little spaghetti, some French bread, some salad. For another couple days of comedy hijinks. I just can't tell you.
You just added 2 items to the menu. Little spaghetti, little French bread. Notice he went immediately to French bread.
That's
It
that
could be
French.
Italian.
Which brings me to my favorite part
French
of the show.
What do you call French Canadian bread? Croissant.
Only because I couldn't come up with anything faster, which means it's time for Proving Grounds.
Oh, the drink. Scalpod has been very direct in his vote for the name of the drink.
Okay, well, let's do
Oh,
that for
excuse
proving
me,
ground.
guys.
Write it
Okay.
down, write it
Guys,
down, write it down.
I gotta interrupt the
Okay.
show. Ivan Stang has returned my text message, and he says, I can't get the dogs to wear them in response to those are fancy snake garters. So, just so you know.
And how is Buddy?
I don't know if anybody was keeping a bet at home or there was a pool going, but I have just received communique from the sacred scribe of the Church of the Subgenius in answer to my query. Just a normal Joe off the street, the Peas, asking him about his snake garters. So there you go, kids. And here's something that you might not know, that if you go to X-Day, and how do you do that, you might ask? Well, you contact Dr. Fox and make your RSVP. You too can have access to these great literary geniuses on the likes of Mark Franklin and Ben Twain. These are the kind of exposés that you're going to be exposed to when you meet Ivan Stang, sacred scribe of the Church of the Subgenius, and Dr. Howell and Howell, keeper of the mystic secrets. These are exciting times we're going to die in, my friends, and die amongst us with your brethren at X-Day at Land of Id in Land of Lakes, Florida, this July 3rd, 4th, 5th. Pancake breakfast may be included. Please see detailed inscriptions.
That's pretty good, Peas. Where can they find out more about X-Day?
Site and a Facebook page. They should go to those places.
You're absolutely correct. Let's head to the proving grounds.
Right away.
What do you got, Peas? You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's.
I'm a French trained chef.
Aster 6, what do you got?
Oh,
Are we not doing it?
I wasn't
Oh,
sure
we're
if we
doing
were.
show.
Hold on.
Well, that brings me to my favorite part of the show. It's Peas Apologies, where Peas is going to apologize for the whole show tonight. What do we got tonight, Peas?
So much to say I'm sorry for. First of all, I wish that the first thing that I apologized for would be Dr. Fox drinking Yoo-Hoo and bourbon on the air. But the reality is that can't be the first thing I apologize for, because the first thing I've got to apologize for is, like an ignorant savage, he didn't bother to shake the Yoo-Hoo before bourbon. So he just mostly, his first couple of shots are probably just chocolate flavored water with no delicious whey whatsoever. And I'm sure that Dr. Flux Rutenberg got the best of the whey because of the unshaken bottle as it was passed to him. So that's my main apology. And then there was a little snafu where Fox hurt my feels and real tears streamed from the Peas' eyes because he was so sad that he might have hurt his good friend Dr. Fox's feelings. But really, it turned out it was only Peas' inadequacies as a human being himself that made him say those nasty words that made Dr. Fox think he was being a dick. Later on, they kissed and had hugs, and it was all good. But I'm sorry it had to happen on the show and not in the offline meeting like it normally would have. Flutz Rukenberg was really on board with the button pushing and the saying of things from time to time, and that was okay, except I noticed maybe he had to be reminded to do it. So for that, I'm sorry. But other than that, I can't tell you there's only 62 or 60, maybe 59. We don't know. Days till X Day. And your time
64.
to even go and participate is even more limited because I'm pretty sure we only have -4 slots. You have to get on the waiting list now. Oh my God. I cannot wait. It's going to be exciting. I've heard there might even be a spaghetti dinner with a garden salad and some French bread, or maybe beef stroganoff. We don't know. There might be nothing.
It's gonna be really hot. I don't.
And that's our
recommend-
show, kids.
That is, and so that goes out to our big Patreon shout-outs. Big Bob, South Brother, Other Michael Marcus, Triology Subs, Reverend Loch Ness, Martha Artha, Trenchy, Agent Lloyd, Negative at Night, Long Dead, Scalp on Hazel, The Windmills, Reverend Counselor, Caller 23, Reverend 80, Dr. Cosmac, and Aposty X Fenord. Shout outs to Hazel the Windmills. That's the music you hear before the show. And tonight's song was State of Emergency from Bob Song 6, available at subgenius.com. If you want to support the show, please go to patreon.com/hypercube and donate. You get a weekly shout out for just $5 a month. Come on, it's $1.25 a week to make you feel so superior. Make sure to go to packslack.com, pick up your Triology soaps, listen to freethinkradio.com. New shows all the time. I think there's even 2 shows on Wednesday now. Wow! My name is Dr. Fox. You can subscribe to the show at timefortheshow.com. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube to hit that like button, subscribe. You can ring the bell if you want to. It doesn't work. We know it doesn't work. Come on, YouTube. You know it doesn't work. Thank you to Aster 6 in the studio for producing tonight's content. Dr. Reverend Chef Flux Rutenberg on the stick and on the Hypercom. My dreamy, my squeezy, my handsome boy, and that I can feel in my pants that are mildly peasy, Reverend Peas. This has been time for the show. My name's Dr. Fox. We'll see you next week. Peas, you got anything for the kids?
I have some candy if you come down to this van by the river.
See you next week, everybody. Good night.